Don't hold back. Kill them all. The ones that were stealing intel, information, whatever it is from God or the Son of God or whoever would be the God presence or that presence on earth, and said they are not mine. Okay. Now, they could silently worship someone, or they could be using the sun as a conduit if the sun didn't know who the sun was. So these people call that they love you or something, while their lives expand and yours decreases. Okay, in a sense, but that don't even make no sense, really, do it? And if I could feel you doing it to me, nah, you're not that much more important than me that you have to drill on me to dwindle me down to empower yourself. I, but you was afraid of me to do it from my throne, though. You wanted to keep me around just regulars or in a regular situation where I don't have even the perfect tools or the protection or whatever that I need while I do my work. I don't have to worry about this other stupid shit. I could be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody else want to be that. These people went for a false leader, a false prophet, false somebody. Yeah, could be a Queen of Swords mad or something like this in a reverse, a dark one, or this is like a Queen of Swords in the dark or something, and somebody could be puzzled, or they were puzzled, but now they're not anymore because these are puzzle pieces on her crown. So I just want to finish this up because I'm starting not to like if I choose a thing or whatever. Sometimes I feel like I need it and then I stop there. But I think we're just gonna read this after because it's not really that much on here. All right. So somebody could have took this person out, had them acting drunk, and this is like people can't get you to do drugs and stuff, so they create a clone and have it out there wilding out and being drunk and acting turned you into a star, and then they want to make you go out there and party and get some fame because they think that that's what's gonna make you happy or something like this. All right, but that was a something is a bad thing to do is have this person a party girl, because I feel like that party girl image that I just seen that just caught my eye, with the plus size girl with the tassels hanging out her boobs and she's naked with the tassels on her boobs. She came out in the upright at first, and then she came out in the reverse, and now she's back in the upright. And then we have whoever this is from the wheelchair or somebody that don't have no standing or something. They're not getting this victory. Somebody could have gave away. Somebody could have went off the grid. This could also be a strong delusion that was sent to these people that they were spying or tapping into my energy, and I was supposed to prophesy about something. They took the strong delusion out into the wilderness and maybe go off the grid for some of these people. Thought they was gonna be slick. Thought they was not even gonna offer the Christ a place to go. Like, cause back in the day, I heard that they did this so that like you know how like Martin Luther King when he was doing his thing, they said how they had the grid set up is like when they go to the south or whatever, when they in the south or when they in certain areas, certain people, there were safe houses that he could go spend a night at, or he could go rest his head between battles, or him and a couple guys could stay there or whatever for the night when he get ready to go, to a jail to get somebody out of jail or whatever the marches or the speeches or whatever this is. Okay. um Now they publicized, in a sense, Martin Luther King, but there's other people that have tried this over the past 20 to 40 years, but they kept everything under wraps. And I feel like these are the underground energies, the underground kings or the background kings or the ghost people or all these different groups of people here. But it's not like they like, yeah, Lord, we in solidarity with you. We do this stuff for you. There's no way for the Lord to comprehend what these people are doing. It all looked like an attack. Now, if somebody is being attacked in any way and they're not supposed to be attacked on that level or something, it's going to heighten that person's senses. And so, really, it ain't no need for nobody to come to this person, because what you did was try to bind this person's eyes or something like this before you did this, so that anybody that come towards them, like if you think about a little kid or something that get kidnapped, a little girl or anybody that get kidnapped, and they bind your hands and feet and stuff like this in your eyes. And then one day somebody come in, they got but your only thing is bound now. Your feet is not bound anymore. You're not hog tied anymore. You can move your feet. You can pace around the room for exercise or to keep yourself moving, but your hands is still taped behind your back, and your eyes is still there's still a bag over your head, right? And then somebody come in and take off either the bag off your head. Now you can see, but you can't move your hands, or bag on your head, but your hands is free, or it's something like this. But if somebody comes in there, it doesn't matter. You hear a whole bunch of commotion going upstairs. you might hear a whole bunch of commotion, fighting or something going upstairs. You don't know if it's this person getting taken down by the police. You don't know if it's another gang or something that want to hear scuffling and rumbling and fighting and yelling. And then one of these people come downstairs and get the key, unlock that door of that room that you in. You're gonna back up in the corner. You're gonna be scared. You're gonna, if they try to touch you or something, you might start hitting them. You, because you don't know, your eyes are covered, and the only thing you thinking is like defense. You see, you're not thinking, oh, this is a savior or something. When your adrenaline is pumping like that, you're not thinking about that. So usually, like, if somebody come and like untape somebody to get them out of, the person be kicking and hitting them, and they're like, wait, no, 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 I'm here to help. I'm here to help. No, I'm serious. I'm here to help. Don't calm down. I promise I'm not gonna hurt you. Nobody gave you that, right? Not one fucking person. So like I said, you did. Just because somebody has some rhymes in a song, just because somebody look like you could read them or something, or just because you see them online and you get a feeling like that person was on your team, or they're connected to you, or y'all share the same genes or something like this, it still don't mean nothing. These people have connections that's deeper. They're supposed to have only a deep connection with you only right now, somebody, or they're supposed to have a deep connection with you and a certain people, but their connection is deep with mere men, regular people, or these grasses and these greens that's about to wither away, or just like the money system is withering away, it's probably gone already. You understand? I got a couple dollars right here on my thing, but they're already swapping shit over to new currency here. And that Putin and Trump, they just had that meeting. They both got this currency, but what is this for? Because it's almost like I'm stuck in the middle of something, like people trying to close up the heavens and just say, yeah, you one of us, go with Bitcoin. But that would be probably, because I feel like Bitcoin is people for bit the apple. They had to create another system where they can steal money, make money, spend money, do something like this, so that the public don't look at them as like, y'all are the losers because you can't buy or sell, or yeah, your business is crumbling. That's the same thing. You thinking that in this day and age, this could also be what they try to make the homeless out to be, that sacrifice, and collect all the homeless people and just make them that sacrifice. But really, it's people that's going to Bitcoin. You're the cursed ones that can't buy and sell. So you created that. And then now you want to keep some of us in that area, and we're not even supposed to be. That's what I'm saying. Or you try to keep me there. I'm not supposed to be there. So you're going to force me to stay in a world where now the only thing that you can use to buy stuff is the Apple. So if I go for Bitcoin, then for me, that's the Apple. Because people are still accepting cash, for what I know, at the store and at places. I didn't use and I told you, when I think about that term, that money is the root of all evil, it's like, it's really your intentions and what you do with it, though. Because other than that, it's just like this. It's a fiat. It's a piece with a number, a digit on it or something, and some other stuff. If it flushed down the toilet, it just was like a piece of toilet paper. If you accidentally drop some money in the toilet and then flush it down, it's just like a piece of toilet paper then. But as long as people will be accepting cash and everybody else have to go to Bitcoin or something like that, as long as people, then somebody could still be the most abundant person or the richest person or have all the money. Or they try to make it to figure out, which one are you going to do? Are you going to do Bitcoin? Are you going to go towards the money? Which one? It's almost like people like, yeah, money ain't worth nothing or whatever, but somebody sitting there with a whole bunch of it, and as long as it's still being accepted, everybody don't have to be spending it, but as long as it's still accepted, and it's still the original, authentic form of money or currency, or the current, right? It's still moving, maybe slower. You the only one that got it, and then when Bitcoin and shit flop, or people, find out who really own this shit and they don't want nothing to do with it. Some of these people can't go back to cash, but even if they do, somebody already got a whole bunch of it. when they made you think just think people start just throwing money out. It ain't even worth nothing no more, and they just start throwing it in the river and throwing it in the toilet and flushing down the toilet, using it for toilet paper, just throwing it around because the value is like deflated, or because of inflation, it didn't deflate it so much, or something like this, right? And so, and then 5 years from now, somebody's like, "Oh yeah, Bitcoin was a Trojan horse." Most people end up getting messed up by going into that or something like this. You either gonna go back to the old one because it's still being accepted, or somebody's gonna create a new one, and so on and so forth. But how long have we been using the so-called almighty dollar? I don't know what they say on the Bitcoin. I think it's just a money sign. I don't know, but I don't know what it say on Bitcoin. So all these other places that's like, yeah, we're not gonna take the okay, well, you turn your back on God, what you still need our resources for. Oh, I forgot, the past 7 years, 20 years or something like this, you've been coming taking our people from here and taking them to other countries, knowing about their value or something like this, and charging yourself up and your people up off of this energy for free. While you talk about oil pumps and shit like this, and we talk about people too. Because the America's people are the value. It ain't being haughty. It ain't being nothing. It's telling the truth. Because what you're doing is unlawful and unethical when you're doing what you're doing. You just mad because I'm telling you what you're doing. And that what you talking about on the news ain't got shit to do with what the fuck I'm talking about when we talk about this type of energy. And now you compromise over here with the military because if America or these men was that damn smart, you wouldn't have let them witches from other countries come in here and convince you to keep America out of something, right? And then you want me to say something. You want me to slip up like TikTok boom and say something on here. You and the other nations thought that you was gonna bring me to my knees and make me say my name. My name is Toby. By bringing these people from Jamaica and all this stuff like this, and then letting them get opportunities to get these nice houses and all this stuff. You thought I was about to be jealous on my own damn land. You thought I was about to be jealous. They trying to measure up to the relationship that you thought was so nice that you thought that I had, that I thought that I had. I already had it. And look what I got at the end. So you thought I was crazy when I told these American girls. I didn't say nothing about men. I said the American girls shouldn't be getting married. Because when you get married to these people, they already chopped you up in little quarters. Your hind legs is going over here or something like this. The day that the boss gets hungry. But I don't have no boss. But somebody didn't move themselves to a position where they feel like they are. And they had the intentions on why the person was doing it is the wrong reason. That's why your life is about to be ended. It's not because it's like, oh, you think somebody should be dead if they leave you? Yeah, this one or whatever this is, because they're leaving with valuable information. So if I was wake up and find out, well, yeah, your real husband left 2 years ago. That is a clone. You was right. You was right. They in Africa now. Whatever. He took everything. This would be the reason why America would then. So America would win into all these wars and fought them for other motherfuckers. So who really owned this bitch? So Americans then got riled up and went into wars for all these other motherfuckers or these niggas that you was shaking hands with. But you find out that there's a 2 million little girls over in Mozambique or some shit like this that y'all, and they scatter them. They sell them little girls from Sierra Leone or something like this, and they're selling them with the old slaves and stuff that went over there after slavery. Okay, in the two places, and now y'all know I always forget the other one. I think it started with an L. I can't remember, but and then you put them in a certain place over there, or in the what's the hair capital over there in Africa, where the girls is going selling hair and ass, okay, braids and booty, Lagos, okay, Luegos or whatever like this, all right. And then now you're selling the stock. It's short, but you're not going to publicize it because it's going to show that you, like I said, that Africa is the first person to sell a slave, that they created slavery. and America won't go over there. Oh, but but a military man or something that happens when they go over here, even if they get caught and tortured to death or something and they're not supposed to release information. But you will allow these people to take little girls and women and boys over there that did not sign up for that. Their nation just didn't protect them. And you're going to find out, cause I know you know where the fuck these kids is at. And then you're going to let them stay over there. And you're not going to use your big, tough muscles, power, and horsepower to go over there and get them fucking kids from afar. I'm not going to say people because, I don't even really want to say the children. But so you're not gonna put a chip on them like these people put chips on us when they sent some of them other kids over here in the '90s and stuff like this, to in the '80s or whatever, to go to school with us and learn our ways, and then take the information or the intel ends up tracing back to another country. What are you listen to those? If you have those people over there in those two countries or whatever over there in Africa, what are you labeling them as? Because a lot of those people could be the people that supposedly came from here. Supposedly is all we could say for any of this history. So really, the person ain't from Africa. Really, them people was from America, and then they started populating over there and being fruitful and multiplying. And so even if you're trying to match up some people's DNA with that, they might be able to come back here and say, hey, wait a minute, I'm still American though, depending on what your other half is. This could be a lot of the people that's also Freemasons and stuff like this. Because Freemasonry, I thought Freemasonry was created by the Prince Hall, was an African male, a black African male. I thought so. I'm not sure. Also, let's pull some cards real quick because I wanted to see. I just had a quick question about the picture that we seen that the room was being blocked. Because somebody could have like a room or a study or something that's always locked, or a dresser. You know how in those movies the man got like a dresser drawer under his desk and it's a secret key to it taped up under there, you know what I'm saying? And then the wife gets suspicious and going there looking, digging around, ripping up stuff, feeling all when he go on vacation, feeling all the thing, and then find the key. Or go in a book mysteriously and the key is in there, and then they go open up the thing and find some letters to their mistress or pictures of some kids' booties or something, something like this. Okay. Does it make me think about something like that? Oh, you just not gonna report on it. We're gonna sit here and talk about Donald Trump. See, because that's what y'all like to do. Y'all like to, even the people that's antagonizing y'all was with Donald Trump, with the Midas touch and stuff like this. All of that was one big thing at one time. You're not fooling nobody. Oh, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. I don't like to see no man talk about no another man over and over again all day like this or whatever this is. Especially if they could have had some type of connections or something in the past or something like this. Now, these people could know something about. Do you see how this goes with the levels? Because these people, of course, I'm the hidden child with the brainwash that they tried my greatness from me from standing in my position or whatever I'm supposed to be doing. They might have a reason why they're trying to protect me. These reason why they're trying to harm me. It's not coming from my existence. It's coming from something that manipulated or they did or they have something to do or they know from the background or something like this that they probably shouldn't even know. But you know, um, and it's just like the beef that they could be having is like, okay, everybody was in a crime when it was just to steal this person's, hide this person's destiny or hide their finances or do like this or steal from this person. But now people and their feelings in a different way. You done poked your head up out of the peephole, out of the whack-a-mole hole. You talking some shit or something like this. People could have been really intrigued by what you're saying or something. All right. And now they're not, or something like this here. There's something that you've said to disrupt something here. All right. Where somebody's persona could be, say somebody that's the Black Panther, but that's still a South American animal. And I think that's the same thing that was doing, giving these people food and stuff like this, acting to help. But then there was some shifty stuff that came out of the Black Panthers later, right? You think this such shit didn't change this time? All these, and they were saying all this stuff, and what it was said or what was meant to say. I mean, you're gonna take it how you want to anyway. So now there's little silent things in between each other that they know about what they did, or motherfucker mad because back when we did that deal 20 years ago, we're finding out that he gave us all $1 million to go start over and then just put our face in some information or something like this, and get prepared or know these certain things, rehearse or read these things every day and keep it in your heart or something. And but this motherfucker, he gave us $1 million a piece, all thousand of us, but this person walked away with like $80 million. Now the person could have been doing that so they can run off with you in the end, or run off with me in the end, or something like this. But again, it's a very dangerous situation. So they knew that somebody was going to be talking nonstop. They knew that the person is not, and if this intel is coming out, it's coming from a higher power. They knew this. They knew it, but somebody wanted you to say something and be mad so they can have a reason to be mad at you, or something like this here, or to leave a family. Yeah, now some balance is in reverse. I mean, in the upright, because some a family unit or something is over here. But I feel like this seven of staffs or seven of wands, this is protection, but it kind of looked like this person to run up on this person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something that was protection. Say you were in a red team before. So for the red team, this means protection. But for the blue team, it don't. You know what I'm saying? Somebody want to try to attack the Holy Spirit. The world card energy. And I'm here and let them come. Wherever you are. Some man is about to lose his wealth to the Holy Spirit. And I was also at the place today when I went to go get my drink, when I went to go get my tea. And the little girl was she was talking fast. She was so cute. She was like a little young girl, but she was like a tiny little thing. And she's like, oh my God, I like your nails. Oh my God, I like your hair. And she's like, oh, you do tarot or something like this? You know, she's like, oh my God, I'm like all up in your biz right now. And like, it was one of them little kids that just, and I'm like, oh, well, she's just talking real fast or whatever. She reminded me of somebody though. But that's always happening. As of lately, somebody could have a little fish or a baby, or they want to birth something with you, or they got a specimen. Somebody could be, this could be this is like my scientist card too, because somebody got like a little specimen in there. It could be something that was getting mixed up in or made inside of this temperance energy, and this person came and took it. Now, this past, present, or future is what I'm hearing. But let's go ahead. I'm going to read a little bit. We're going to stop. We're going to pull cards, read a little bit, stop, like that. I just want to read this, okay? So, again, it's saying here, and when they answered, there is the living Lord himself or herself in heaven, and the mighty one that commanded. Now, this is making me think about this emperor and this other energy here. Who was it? The emperor and the king of what? The emperor. Somebody thinks that their communication system with you or me really still works, and it doesn't. I don't know who it was. The emperor and somebody. The devil, the star. I don't know. We had the emperor and somebody out here just a minute ago. I thought it was like the king of wands. And I thought it was this reading, so I don't know what happened. But anyways, or that could have been last night. All right. So it says, there is the Lord himself in heaven, the living Lord himself in heaven, and the mighty one that commanded the seventh day to be kept. Now, this is making me think about a kept wife, or hold on. That's why I said that somebody could be, you know, going praying or doing some orgy or something right now to get back in somebody's graces here. All right. This is somebody like, I'll do anything. Or you said you wasn't gonna mess with me no more. Get your ass over here. I don't know. Somebody's doing something weird, y'all. Like, I don't know, like sex rituals or offering up their child, or and somebody's doing something weird here. Yeah, this person, this little boy is like, I don't know. There's the Michelle energy in this person. I mean, this is even making me think about like, damn, because my boyfriend used to come over there, pick me up at my auntie house and stuff like this, or this could be somebody else here, and this person could have got taken in or something even back then. Also, make me think about there's another person that I'm thinking about here. Their face is forming in my mind, but I can't put the phenotype is giving me somebody. Sandra. Somebody 5 of Cups. A lots of blood or wine spilled, red wine spilled. This could be this Tierra Tarot energy, which is not the wife of this masculine, of this Derek or whoever this is, or whoever this is. But if they moved him, if he was up there with Issa, I don't know what her last name is, but that could be also the Roxanne energy. Okay. And whoever was in jail when I met that girl Issa, because she was a lesbian, but she had a baby daddy or a man that was in jail. So I figured it was just because of that. Um, but I started having visions that my boyfriend was in Milwaukee. Like since we went to the presidential day on the 28th a couple years ago, that he's been like, it's almost like they swapped him out. Like if they had a version of him in Milwaukee already from 4 years prior to that, when I went to Milwaukee and I bought that furniture and I had that dream that he was getting swapped out at that apartment while I was in there looking, while I eventually went in there. Okay, I have a vision that when I went in, I bought this clawfoot furniture for like $60 online, like so on Facebook Marketplace or something. And it was just really hardy and sturdy and really big. And I got a big living room here and I wanted it and I painted it. I used some chalk paint or whatever. I painted it a nice color or whatever, gray and all this other stuff. And I used this furniture, but I don't know why I kept on after we did that. So it could have been even at my house or it could have been at a later time. But I was having a dream that when I went in there, it was a setup. I went and I bought that. They knew I was gonna like it. Okay. I went and I bought that furniture and then they swapped out, or this could be because I'm thinking like in the future they're gonna be able to like glitch people out. Like you'll drive to Milwaukee with somebody, but when they get there, it's like a video gaming kind of thing where the person is going to, you know how you see people like walking around, but there's like codes and numbers and stuff running through there, like something you could see like on something you could see like on the Matrix or something like this that you would think you would see on a movie like that, or Men in Black. And yeah, you left the house with a certain person, but when y'all went up there to get that, it's like somebody took, or I don't know, something happened. Okay. Something changed. Somebody could have also been changed. This could also be, oh, I changed my mind. Like you're going to go from one place to another. Your mind changed. Like naturally, I thought when I went on vacation and I was able to get away from the house and not have to be responsible for children and everything like this, it was just for me all the time. So when I got there, I just felt so free. I felt like an adult again because I was always, with children, talking to children, baby talking or talking to children, you know, or my adult conversation on the phone was, somewhat of gossip or, just talking about like stuff like the club or just basic shit like what I cooked or girl, when I went shopping the other day, I seen such and such. It just was basic conversations, nothing really deep or nothing. But making me think something happened in Milwaukee, or this is where these people are. stationed, or this is where they are. Now, these versions of these people, maybe they didn't get all their memories changed and they remember little bits and pieces of me or you or people that they left behind in the Truman Show or in our area. Okay. But, excuse me, there's some kind of betrayal or something that happened behind somebody's back, period. Whether this was just these people got tight because they took some money or something, or something else was going on behind somebody's back, unfortunately, that somebody didn't know about. Or like I said, I grew up around people, traffickers and shit raised me, and my children wasn't off limits. It's just the way that they did it to me. It's just the way that they did it to me. And we got the Six of Swords here. Calmer waters. It's the way, is what I'm hearing. And now we got this patch on this person's back. Because I believe this Gemini and them will try to get rid of the real Kardashian, Kim Kardashian. If I'm connect, if the Gemini was connected to me at some point in time, and the girl was really in love with, or that was whatever, then that means that me and the girl is connected. But it may be like me and the real Kardashian that's not on TV is connected. Okay, that person is connected to me and the image you see online. I don't know if y'all get what I'm saying. Okay. Mm-hmm. So even the guys back in North Chicago where I grew up a lot, okay, the way that they look at me as a muse energy or a town beauty energy, there's other girls that was town beauties too. But something these men got different maybe from us kind of girls that are gifted or anointed in some type of way. It's just I feel like they weren't afraid to show that to the other people. They didn't want to show it to me. Or they wasn't afraid to bring those people up with them no matter what they look like or if they was fat or something like this. They just didn't want to do it with me. Okay. That's just the thing. Cause I be thinking that black guys be talking, but I'm like, I'm not offended either way. Okay. I'm really not. But when I was growing up, when I was little before the 8th grade or something, black boys didn't try to talk to me. They just didn't. They liked to talk about how big my boobs was, or they wanted to the lunchroom or something, or on the way to school, but they maybe liked me or something. But that's why I always thought it was something weird, because I thought that now that I think about it, they could have been exploiting me as a child and I didn't know. So what is going to happen, or these are girls like this that this happened to? Because remember, it's making me think about the girl on the wood or whatever, and like these people are embarrassed because I'm showing it's not culture. That's not culture. That's something that's taught or something like this. Like it's something that can't go. Or if you want to know why, I be asking God questions like that. Like why? I told y'all about the thing about why do men abuse their daughters or something like this. Okay, so why did trafficking start? Well, this might be the fault of these parents. So why should we let this? If I found out this happened in my community, why should I let these people stand over me at all? Because I doubt God ever told you to go start putting cameras in the showers of little kids and shit like this, and watch them and then show it to their friends at school. You was the war with God, or it's not the battle is not yours, it's the Lord. Because all them other girls that was jealous of me because boys was always grabbing on me, they didn't know that came with a price. I didn't know that it came with a price. You see? So, but I didn't like it. But they obviously wanted the boys to do it to them. I didn't know that it came with a price. Even though it's something that I would not have liked to have done to me. But now I'm finding out that could have been what that was all about here. Okay. So again, how they're telling us that what's on the TV is a mirage. This could be the same thing with YouTubers now. So, what did I tell you? What if they were taking celebrities out different and they refused to get surgery, or, you know, somebody put on a little bit of weight, they couldn't keep their weight down. Well, they still need this brand to go on, Kim Kardashian or something. So, what would they do? Or what do we know really about what is the fuel that runs Hollywood? So now we got YouTube and everybody making it big on YouTube. So what? There's YouTubers out there that ain't even really themselves, where somebody wanted the channel and the views, but they kicked out that YouTuber, and that YouTuber is homeless on the street, and now their content is inside of a robot, or somebody that's compromised, or somebody that looked just like them, or a twin sister. This could also be a twin cult or something like this. People that didn't know that they had twins, or they had hidden twins, or you got you got you got given two social security numbers for one person. You see? So yeah. Also, this Queen of Wands or Queen of Staffs energy could be this person here in reverse. Because remember, I said somebody getting blocked. Usually, people wear their heart on their chest, but this person got their heart on the back here. And all of this about a forced misunderstanding or communication, something here about how something is doing. But it is true. What I'm saying is, I can see through the person that somebody was hiding something from me. Those people on the other side, they know how shit really works. I don't, when it comes to what we're talking about. So I think that they go through more of a power trip because they look at you as a poor, powerless God down here on earth or something. But the gods are going to be eventually more than likely going to be all right. You're just going to try to make our life harder or something like this, okay? And you're going to have to get from above me is what the fuck you first going to have to do. And you got this energy here where the person is trying to go away, but you're in the wrong system. People acting like you don't care, but you just can't see them. It's like talking to a ghost or something. You know how to be in a ghost movie and be like, what do you want? Okay, I'll help you or something. And there's so many things coming from, there's like 6 different places where something is coming from to make sure that something is like distorted here. And also we think about Ptah. You know what? These look like penises on the wall with a push button on it. Okay? But I know this is like probably this is giving me like am I forgetting everything? This is like not Hester. Hathor. That's giving me Hathor on the back of the shape of the hair and the face and stuff like this. Um hmm. Somebody could be putting somebody in another land or sending somebody away to a different land or something, or giving somebody new clothes. But these people is not supposed to be doing that here. Yeah. Somebody trying to give you a new personality, make you into a fun girl, or force you into some kind of crazed lifestyle or something where you're not even in control of yourself. Yeah, this could be also 2 people staying in this situation like this. Okay, possibly somebody's trying to force you to force it on someone, and they're going away sad or something like this. Um, and somebody's gonna try to make 2 people stick with each other because it works for somebody's pockets or something like this when you're not supposed to be even doing that. 2 of Cups in reverse to make like drama or something. There could be 2 older people that thought that they was gonna take something from somebody here. Also, there's a snake. This look like a bird or something that they're sitting on. But I feel like the Empress could be pregnant or abundant or giving off something here. All right. Or these are people that saying, oh, you ate our pomegranates by listening to our seers or something. But no, they can't. Something came from this person originally here. How you like them apples? Like, this would be crazy if we found out that these people were studying me all the time. I thought we was having sleepovers. They were studying me. So people are like, It's like they watched me on TV before they came to Earth, or it's something like this. Even future conversations, like this is creeping me out just a little bit. It says, nevertheless, the prevail not to design. So I don't know. Somebody could be doing something like recreating another person here. Okay. Command to take arms and to do the king's business. Now it's funny because a woman is causing all this commotions that they're trying to keep out of some position. The only reason why they're doing it is because they want to micromanage. You're such a sore losers. They want to micromanage everything about that person behind the to try to erase this from existence behind the scenes and to do the king's business. Nevertheless, he prevailed not to accomplish his design. Nikor began being puffed up with exceeding great pride, thought to set up a public. This could be Return of the Mac Energy or um, Mac Miller, Mac something, Mac Pimp, Maccabeus, Maccabeich. I mean, this is what it looked like. Machabe us. Okay, Ma Sha or Shy be us. Ever trusted with all hope that God ever trusted with all hope that he would help him. Hard out here for a pimp. Somebody's they've created too many matching clones and other vehicles. Somebody they watered themselves down and caused an illusion here. And he exhorted his people not to fear the coming of the nations, but to remember the help they had before receiving from heaven, and now to hope for victory from the Almighty to leave. Somebody's not say you're a tarot reader, so they're gonna lose somebody by trying to put a title on you. And this could be somebody like, I thought you said she was leaving, but we have these 2 children now. We've already started a new family. What do you mean? What do you mean? We've already started a new thing. Something like this. Mm. And speaking to them out of the law and the prophets, and withal putting them in the mind of the battles they had fought before, he made them more cheerful. Then, after he had encouraged them, he showed withal falsehood. So somebody could be doing something here of the Gentiles and their breach of oaths. So he armed every one of them, not with defensive shields and spears, but with very good speeches and exhortation. See, false prophets, this is why we posted this verse this morning, and told them a dream to be believed. This could be, I have a dream, okay, whereby he rejoiced them all. But there's arguments and people trying to keep people stuck or bound. And then we have also somebody might not be they're trying to make it like somebody might not be dead or something like this. You understand? But this person gave all these greens, this money greens for all these butterflies can fly, and they probably didn't even get nothing out of it, or that wasn't the case here. The 3 of Pentacles. So if this person thinks they're going to put you at the bottom because you weigh a lot, now this is somebody that's going to go to the top. Or if they left me behind because I was a little bit extra weight when they went to Hollywood or into the industry, but they took other fat people or they didn't take none at all, then now it's, because I think big is being beautiful here. Some people are looking at big as being beautiful here. All right. Or these are like celebrities that wish they just be, you want to be happy. Okay, well, stop walking around with a BBL. And if you do have a woman in the background or something like this and you really care about this person, then you don't think that that's going to cause a conflict. If you on TV talking about you married to this person, that's energy right there. Right. Or if you sitting with this other person while this person laughing at this person, no matter if this is what y'all was put here to do or the job, you know what I'm saying? And you laughing with this person or something like this, but you know what I'm saying? This is what this is looking like to me. The Two of Wands. It's something that's not a party or it's not. All right. And then we got the Devil in reverse. Somebody ain't playing this dominatrix shit no more. Okay. And then somebody want to play though. This could be somebody try to lower your standards and then hype themselves up. Okay. This person got a big old, you know what, big right here in these pants. Look like he got a diaper on. But whoever this is, okay? The Emperor. Like, don't never do me no favor by doing too much for me. Know that you could easily give to me, and then I can know it myself, and I can handle it. I don't like the fact that it seems like other people have information that's based on, because if these people get preoccupied, get a family, do something else, change professions or something, then what does that even make? What does that do for somebody else, or what does that do for me or you? Yeah, the Seven of Wands here. All right, this could be this Ashley energy, and this could be this Issa energy. These could be two people here. Okay, they don't want to get attacked, but it could be happening anyway. Yeah, they got their back up against the wall. Okay, back off on the wall, off the wall. All right, and then we got the King Wands energy here. Um, hmm yeah, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And then you got the Irishman here. Okay, and whoever this bride is. Tell you somebody wants you to live outside of something. Maybe where this person is going to be here. And that's such a bad idea. Something is, but I feel like somebody knows this. This is like somebody trying to stand all up there like they don't care about you. I'm gay, just leave me alone or something like this or whatever this is. But this person know what they fueled a fire or something, and it ain't even about a personal thing. It's not about a vendetta. It's nothing about nothing. It's not about who likes who. It's not like, oh, the person got my man or something. It's going to be about the destiny. It's about somebody thinking they can, this the only thing you was formed, I was born to rule on this planet, and somebody trying to take that one thing away from me, like they haven't taken everything else throughout my entire life. And then you think that you're going to walk away with that. It's going to strip something. Somebody knows that somebody has the force or something eventually, or you're going to find it to rip all that shit down. You know what I'm saying? And this could be also somebody that everybody else was putting down. And so now what they're building up is some kind of momentum to just tear some shit up, down, all the fuck around. Like this is what's going to happen here. All right. And then this spoiled brat girl, she's thinking that she was gonna walk these people around like this or something, but they're not. The dog catcher. Should be also somebody that thought that they could get men and then stop them from being a dog or something after putting it on them, but they probably ain't really stopping nothing. All right. We got the Ace of Wands in reverse. Somebody's like, what do you mean? This girl is girlier than that girl. Why would you give her the wand and you don't want to give the other person the Ace of Wands? All right. The wins, and then whoever this lovesick, teenager or whatever this is, that don't even care about his text messages, or something hurting his feelings on his text messages. He's also bound with his hangman. His leg is stuck right here. But maybe somebody don't want you to know that they got a leg monitor, or somebody's hiding their foot. Maybe somebody got something wrong with their leg or their foot. They don't want you to know.